Hi, my name is Erica, and I am coming to you today to talk about frugal living. I see a lot of comments among various platforms about how it is hard to be frugal, and it really actually is not hard to be frugal. It's hard to have the self discipline to be frugal, to not make that immediate purchase, to not, you know, cave and give yourself that little treat. That's not okay once in a while, but we can't do that all the time if we're watching our pennies. And one of the comments I see is, I would never buy that. I would never do that to save money because blah, this, that, there, and the other. And I get it. I get it. I know how to save money, but if there is a money mistake to have been made, I probably made it. Amy, learn from my mistakes, please. And one of the things I want to talk about is frugal living requires someone to anticipate their future needs in order to get the best deal, if that makes sense. So, well, say you have 4 kids like I do. 4 kids are gonna need things. And you can't always pass down everything because some things don't always survive the next kid. And I could so mend and repair with the best of them, but some things just don't last, especially through multiple kids. So, and then have 3 girls and then a boy. Some things just don't get passed on to a boy. So, what I would do is anticipate their and my future needs. And for example, I knew they were going to need winter coats and winter boots. I knew they were going to need summer clothes. I knew they were going to need softball cleats, baseball cleats, sports equipment. I knew what was coming down the pipeline. Was there surprises? Of course. Kids, school, yes. But I knew what was coming. So I could then save money by going to garage sales and thrift stores and shopping the end of season sales to get the best deal possible for them, for their needs. Sometimes it's not always glorious. Sometimes you go through a lot of not so good stuff to find the good thing. It's requires shopping around. It requires going online and looking at prices. It requires keeping an eye on the clearance sales. It requires some self-discipline and self-motivation to do the best you can with the money you got by spending it as wisely as you can. So the next time you think, wow, this is really hard and I don't know how to anticipate their future need, or I don't know what's coming, I don't know what we're going to need, sit down and make a list. I always carried a notebook with me because I'm a pen and paper kind of gal. And I would write down, hey, my kids need this. I'm going to need this. And you just kind of watched and kept an eye out for those deals. You kind of looked at the garage sale ads. Oh, hey, my kid wears size 6. So and so is having kids' clothes size 6. Should go check it out. Now, I will say some deals are not always great deals. You just got to determine what you are willing to pay for that thing. Have a great day. Click like, follow, subscribe, whatever you feel like doing, and catch me back for some more tips. Have a great day.